What's going on, guys? So today we have some pretty exciting topics to discuss here. The first one is the book canon? And the second one is moving forward. So let's go ahead and start with is the book canon? He says, I want to talk about this a little bit to put everyone's minds at ease. I've gotten a lot of emails, even angry ones, complaining that the book doesn't match up with one or more of the games. Even some of the reviews on Amazon chastise the book for not matching the games. Something that I should have explained very early on is that the book is not intended to solve anything. It's not intended to be a guide for the games or to fill gaps. The games are what they are, and as I stated before, the story is finished. Something that I said in one of the forum threads about this is that sometimes the lore of something can become so crowded that you can't tell an original story anymore. The games and the books should be considered to be separate continuity. I can't say that word. Continuity, I don't know. Even if they do share many familiar elements. So yes, the book is canon, just as the games are. That doesn't mean that they are intended to fit together like two puzzle pieces. I would actually ask anyone wanting to read the book, even if you are a devoted fan of the games, to read the book for the sake of enjoying the book. And don't try to solve anything. The book is a reimagining of the Five Nights at Freddy's story, and if you go into it with that mindset, I think you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, I was actually one of those people that kind of thought they would be linked in somehow, but that was before reading the book, obviously. So it turns out they are two separate stories, but they're in the same sort of lore, I guess you'd call it. So that's the first one. That one is pretty important, but this one I'd consider to be a lot more important here. So he says, moving forward, hey, I want to talk about one more thing. First of all, I appreciate all of you. I think this is an incredible fan base. Even with the troublemakers over in the subreddit, it's still a great community. What bothers me is that I get a lot of emails, and I see a lot of forum posts from people who are either worried or disappointed that the games are losing popularity, or that the community is dying, or that there isn't the hype that there used to be. Guys, that's normal. Five Nights at Freddy's was never supposed to stay on top of the world. It was a viral hit, but that could never last. It's just not the way that the internet works. Most viral things come and go within a month, sometimes just within a week. Five Nights at Freddy's got a whole year, and I think that's incredible. But there are always going to be new great games like Undertale, which is awesome, and many others. The next viral game might strike tomorrow. I'm going to keep making games, even though Five Nights at Freddy's will be the last Five Nights at Freddy's game, or Five Nights at Freddy's World will be the last Five Nights at Freddy's game, and who knows, maybe another book. But these things aren't intended to try to keep the franchise on top. That would be impossible, and it's not my goal. So relax, enjoy the games, enjoy life, enjoy the next big thing, enjoy the next big movie, enjoy the next big game. Five Nights at Freddy's isn't going anywhere. It will always be around, lurking in the shadows like a murderous animatronic pirate fox. So I'd say the most important thing about that is, well, obviously, the community is kind of dying out, which I understand that a lot because, I always get comments saying, oh, he doesn't get as many views as he used to, and it makes sense because, when I first started covering this game back in, holy crap, October of last year, this game was huge, or it was huge, but there wasn't very many channels covering it, and then, everyone started covering it, and then the game blew up even more. And then now it's just like, it's finally kind of settling down, which is understandable, at least in my eyes. And then, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's World is the final Five Nights at Freddy's game. But as you guys know, in the previous video I covered, which was a while ago, he actually did say he's going to be working on other horror games. I don't know if that's still going to be a thing. I'm sure it is. So, even though Five Nights at Freddy's, the series, is done, we're still going to have other horror games from Sky, and of course the book, he did say maybe another book, so I'm pretty sure, I haven't finished the book myself, but I'm sure there's going to be another book, and then of course, so I'd say the games are done with, but the whole, not the fan base, but the whole idea of it isn't done for. There's still books and other things coming out, along with toys, and of course the movie, which is going to be huge, so I'm looking forward to it though. Anyways, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.